Hello and welcome back to Faster and Louder. Today I'm going to be buying some seats. I'm going to get them, I'm going to bring them home and clean them, and I'm going to paint them. Yep, going to be painting seats. If you've been watching Faster and Louder, if you've seen any of the older Javelin videos, you probably already know what I'm going to do with the painting part. It's SEM products. They have a lot of good stuff, but they have paint that's specifically for vinyl material seats, and it's made so that it can stretch a little bit and it won't crack or do any stuff that you don't want it to do. So I'm gonna get these seats, I'm gonna bring them back here, and we're gonna take a look at them. Probably gonna clean them up like I said. I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna use exactly to clean them up, but as long as it's gentle, I think it'll be okay. So anyways, let's do that. Just picked up the seats, the rear seats. You can see back here. I believe that they are older seats that had like good cushions and everything, and they were just recovered with new seat covers. As you can see, they are black and purple, so not really my first choice on color. But I didn't really care about that too much as long as they're vinyl, and I'm about 99% sure they are vinyl, even the purple part. So I'm going to bring these home, I'm going to clean them up a little bit, and I'm going to start kind of getting them ready to be painted with SEM, whatever you call it. I have camel paint, it's tan basically, and it's not technically correct for the interior of my car, but I've used it for everything else, so that makes it correct in my opinion. So anyways, I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna get started on some of this. Just wanted to give a shout out to one of the members on the group for Facebook. He gave me this little black plastic panel. I can't speak today, but I broke mine, or it was already broke. I don't know what I just did with it. I got stuff all over the place. Oh, here it is. This is what mine looks like. At first glance, it might not look weird, but this is supposed to be a handle here that's broken. And Mike on Facebook was very nice and offered to send me this free of charge. So huge thanks to Mike. Really appreciate the assistance. This is going to make this car a little bit more livable in the heat. In the past few days, I was actually also able to clean up all the remaining seatbelts in the car. And some of it has a little bit of corrosion that I wasn't really able to get rid of completely, but the buttons still function as they should. The belts even are in actually really nice shape. I was very surprised. I can show you it really quick here. You can see that it's actually really nice still, thankfully. So these got minimal sun damage. There is a shoulder strap that I believe was on the driver's side that's pretty faded, so I might actually just hit that with some of that black SEM paint that I have. But that'll be maybe later in this video, or maybe a different video altogether. We'll see. So what I've decided to do is just get one of the regular dishwashing sponges. This is an old one, just in case my wife is watching. Throwing it away when I'm done. I also I have like a Home Depot bucket, and I just filled it up a little bit with some water, a little bit of soap, nothing crazy. I'm just going for a really mild wash. I'm just gonna wash it off. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of stains here or something. It looks like it's been there for a minute, but I'm just gonna gently wash it. I'm not gonna get super saturated or anything like that. Not like it's a problem because it's 115 degrees outside right now. It'll dry pretty quickly, rest assured. But I'm gonna wash these up really quick and we'll take a look at it, see how it looks. Well, they're a little bit cleaner and I'm a lot bit sweatier. You can't really tell too much difference. There's like some sort of, I don't know what this discoloration is here. I don't even know if you can see that. It's kind of faint. It almost looks like, God, I don't even know. Like, it's just a weird pattern. It's like, it doesn't really make any sense. At first I thought maybe it was like a stain, like coffee, or, you know, cats like to pee on stuff sometimes. But it's like curved and does kind of weird. So it looks like wear, but I don't know. It's not worn. You can't feel it with your fingers. I guess it could be wear still, maybe. But whatever these were on, I don't think they spent a whole lot of time in the actual car. They look pretty nice though overall. Everything looks good. Like the seams are all good. There's nothing tearing. Like I still have some soap in here. It's probably some of the white that you might be seeing. Even on the bottom here, it's like that ventilated material. I'm trying to like record with the light in the background so you can't see crap, but yeah, so far looks pretty good. The next step is really using the SEM preparation spray. I can't remember what it's called, but it basically lifts all the stuff, the tiny little particles out of the fabric, and you wait for it and it kind of just comes up to the top and you just wipe it off. That's all you got to do. And I kind of scuffed it up a little bit just with the rough side on here, just gently over the top. You don't really have to do much at all to prep it as far as like scuffing it goes. You can use one of those like gray scour pads that you might have seen me use before and just go over the whole thing. I might do that. I don't think that it's going to be entirely necessary. These already are somewhat textured to begin with, and like I said, I used a sponge, scuffed it up a little bit. As long as they're clean and everything and you have that little bit of texture, the paint sticks really well. I haven't had any issues with it yet. I already have it in the front seats of the Javelin over there, and so far it's holding up pretty well, even in this extreme heat that we're having right now. It's 26 days in a row, I believe, over 110 degrees. It's just stupid, guys. I don't even know why I live here. Moving on though, I'm probably just gonna call it good for now because I want to be able to get these completely off the ground, because right now it's like I'm cleaning it and then just putting it right back down on the dirty floor again. So when I get a chance, I'm gonna get these into my shed and, you know, get the air conditioner started like 4 hours early so I don't die in there. And I'll wipe it down to that stuff. I'll show you the can and all that just so you know what to use if you want to use the same thing, and we'll get going on that. I am out here in the sweat box. I've had the AC going for several hours now and it's just barely livable in here, but I'll take it. I have the paint in the refrigerator right now cooling it off, and I'm not 100% sure if it's something that actually works. I mean, from my own personal experience, I think that it works, but when you make the paint cold and whatever you're trying to paint is also somewhat normal temperature, even if the air is hotter than you would like, it generally keeps the liquid, the paint, a liquid longer. What am I trying to say? It basically keeps your paint from drying before it hits whatever you're trying to paint. So I've been doing that during these warmer months. I did it last year also with some other stuff that I was painting. It seems like it worked pretty well. So hot tip, I guess. Oh, hot tip, get it? You can see here I have part of the seat. This would be the bottom of the seat, I think. Or wait, yes, bottom of the seat. Okay, so I have one half of my bench seat here. I already cleaned it off earlier, as you saw. There's still some contaminants. I don't know if you can see any of this in here. I'm not really sure what a lot of this is because it's not coming off very easily. There's a little bit of dirt and stuff going on, but I'm gonna show you that product from SEM really quick. This is what I have. It's plastic and leather prep. I believe that they have a vinyl prep specifically, but I've used this for vinyl and it works just fine. It says removes mold, grease, grease, oil, and other common contaminants from plastic, leather, carpet, and velour. So this will clean this up nice. This stuff is pretty easy to use. You basically just spray it on there, you let it sit, it picks up the stuff, and then you just wipe it away with a microfiber towel. You just want to make sure you have a clean one. I only have like 2 left, so I'm gonna have to buy some more, I think, here pretty soon, but I'll show you guys what this looks like. So according to the directions, you're actually just supposed to put it on a cloth and then just kind of wipe it in one direction. From my experience, you don't have to do that. It's just important that you don't let it dry on whatever you're doing. Like, you don't want to just spray it and then let it dry. So other than that, I think you'll be okay. Just do small sections. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, you probably don't want to put your fingerprints on this or whatever, so if you don't have a very stable thing to clean this off with, you might want to like put on some gloves to, you know, you can still hold it that way. You're not going to put your finger grease all over it. So as you can see here, it doesn't look significantly cleaner, but I am rest assured that it is, because this stuff is really good at getting out like the weird greases and dirt and stuff like that. Everything that I've painted so far, barring any lack of preparation on my part, has been really good. There's never any kind of like weird difference in the colors because there's like wax or grease or something left over. So even though this looks like dirt, I think that's just kind of wear, or if it is dirt, it's really deep down in there. And I probably could let this sit a little bit longer or go over it a couple more times. I might even do that. I think I have a scour pad here or something, so I might just go over it really quick if I feel inclined to do so. But yeah, I'll just go over this really quick and see if I can get any of that out. I don't want to like go too crazy though, because I don't want to like mess up the grain of this at all or anything. And honestly, I think I could just paint over this and you wouldn't notice the difference. You will notice that it's going to be tan though, instead of whatever this is. I wish you guys would stop doing these two-tone interior things, especially like bright green and stuff like that. It's just, whew. We can do without it, I think. I'm just saying. Okay, it's all cleaned up, ready to go. Got my paint, got the fan. I think we're ready to start laying down some paint here. I'm a little concerned because it's flat, and you know, you don't want to do that. You want to spray with your can upright. So we're gonna kind of see how this goes. I'm gonna do a very light coat to start with. Well, as you can see, I was just about ready to get full coverage on the outsides of the seat. But I have quite a bit still to go. And that was about, I would say about 40% of an entire can. So I have quite a bit to go. I only have one more can on the way. I think I'm gonna have to get at least one more, and then probably get some clear coat also. So yeah, I'm a little underprepared on the materials. I kind of figured I would run out of paint. I was hoping I'd be able to do an entire seat, but I just grossly underestimated the surface area here. But it seems to be sticking pretty good. This stuff works really nice. It's very forgiving also. There's a couple imperfections here and there. There's like a little scratch right there, whatever. I'm not concerned about that kind of stuff. This is a driver quality seat that we're going for, and if it can all be one color, then sweet. All right, so I did the same thing about 5 more times, and this is what it looks like. It looks really good. I am actually pretty happy with this. I had to be very efficient with 1.5 cans for this entire thing. I used all of what was left in that first one, which was maybe a little less than half a can really, and I bought another one, and yeah, I used all of what was left. So plan on maybe just get like 4 cans for this whole thing. I have another one on the way, but I'm probably gonna need another can. So you might be able to get away with like 3.5 like I'm gonna hopefully do, but yeah, this takes a lot of paint, a lot more than I initially thought. But I am getting ready to spray it with the satin gloss clear now, which is what I sprayed everything else with. I usually only do maybe like a couple coats with this. You don't have to get like super thick, I don't think, with this. Once you already have like the actual color coat down, this clear sticks a lot better. Like, you don't have to do all the stuff that I had to do to get the color on there. But yeah, gonna do that, and then I'll be the first half done. So looking good. I'm happy so far. Clear coat. Okay, so I'm back out here. This is technically like day 3, I guess, on this project, and I finally finished the first half that I've been working on. So as you can see here, this is completely dry. The coverage is very even. The lighting is a little weird in here, obviously, because I don't have a light over here, but I do have 2 over here. So yeah, it looks really good. About what I expected from my past experiences with this stuff. So really happy about that. Unfortunately, I still had to do the whole other side of it, which is God, I'm still confused. I think this is the bottom. I don't know why this is like so hard to tell. Yeah, so I still have to do the back, and it technically has less surface area, I believe, but I only have 1 full can, so I'm a little curious to see if that's gonna be enough. But anyways, I'm gonna get this out of here and bring in the other piece, and we'll finish that other side up. Well, we're gonna at least get paint on the other one. I still have to at least get a can of clear, because I used the rest of it on this last night. So yeah. So this is the seat back, and it's just gonna be the same process all over again. I'm gonna use the cleaner, and I'm gonna get it all nice. I don't think I'm gonna have to scuff up anything, judging by how well the paint stick to the first piece. Another thing that I did realize when I was kind of like going back through this whole thing is this is technically not the correct prep product. This is for plastic and leather, so I did use this for a lot of the interior trim pieces. I think that probably what the concern is that it can dry out the vinyl, maybe make it crack or something, and I haven't had any issues with it. Maybe the vinyl just works a little bit better because it's more flexible or something. I'm not entirely sure. I do know that this works though, so if you end up getting this on accident or something, it's not gonna be the end of the world, so just so you know. Alrighty, I got all the way around the sides and kind of just onto the top, just to make sure I had good coverage when I go to put it up there back on the wall. But I only have maybe a little less than half of the can left, and I have to do the whole top section here, so I'm kind of thinking I'm probably not gonna have quite enough to do it, or do enough coats as I want to. It seems like 3, maybe 4 coats is about where you need to be. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna maybe be able to do like a couple, and then I'm probably gonna run out of paint. So I'm probably gonna end up needing another one of those, like I was thinking, at least like half a can after this one's done. And then I'm gonna need the clear coat after that regardless. So we'll see how much we can actually get on there. As you can see, I was able to get coverage on the entire thing with 1 can, and just barely. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and I'm gonna look at it with my shop light and just really look to see if there's any thin areas, because this was really just like, I'd say like 2 thick coats. Like the first one didn't have complete coverage, but it was like maybe 50%, and then I went through with like 1 nice good thick coat after that, and this is kind of where we're at. I went over it like in a few spots with what was left, so it kind of got like 2.5 coats, I guess you could say. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of just see. I would hate to buy like a whole new can of this just to like do another coat, because it's like $26 for a can. It's not super cheap, but at the same time, I would hate to just leave it not properly covered. So I'm gonna make sure this actually looks good. At the very least, I need to get some new clear coat to put over the top, and then we'll be done. Alright, so I actually had to take out my rear seat delete panel that I made. You can actually check my old video. I'll put a little link or a little thingy there at the top of the screen. But I made like the thing out of cardboard and some PR-15. It's really redneck, but it's awesome. I took it out and I trimmed it up so I can actually get the seat belts and everything in, and it'll work really well with my seats. They make panels that go between like your trunk area and your back seat, but I'm not gonna pay the like $80 or whatever it is for a piece of cardboard when I already have one. So I cut it down a little bit. I did a little test fit of the seat back in the car. Everything should be fine, but I'm gonna need to kind of get out of the way again so I can put the seat belts in, and then I'm gonna try messing with the bottom part of the seat, which is really what I'm worried about because there's some weird little clips in there. I'll just show you in a second here, but it's really weird. You gotta get the bottom seat like at a certain angle and it clicks in, and you gotta like push down on it and all this weird stuff. So I'll probably struggle with it and have heat stroke by the time I get it in there, but I'm gonna see if I can get it in. We're gonna get started on these though. I think I'm actually gonna clean them up. This is the original bolts for the actual seat belts. I really only absolutely need to get a couple of these in there so I can get the car seat in when that's a thing, but I'd like to get both seat belts in if possible because I really don't want to take everything back out again. So crossing my fingers on that one, but we'll see. Sorry for the dark video if it is. I had to do a lot of my work at night because, you know, it's nice and cool, about 103 degrees outside at 9 o'clock at night. But I got the seat belts in, as you can see. I just have to kind of position them and the bottom of the seat and kind of just do everything all at the same time. I do need to kind of just position the back of the seat down to where it's supposed to be again. There's clips here up on the top, and then I think that's it, but there's just clips kind of where it slides down in position, and then there's these down here where you're supposed to fasten them to the floorboard. I haven't really figured out a solution for that just yet. I gotta try to see if I can locate the actual holes that are already there. If I can do that, then I'll figure out something with some washers and probably sheet metal screw or something. It's pretty much what they did from the factory anyways. So I'm gonna get that figured out really quick here, and I'm gonna grab the bottom piece and I'm gonna see if I can get it all fitted in here. Get it looking good. I mean, this looks good already. It's amazing how much difference, you know, completely redoing the interior makes. I am breathing heavy. It is very hot. These clips are a pain in the neck. I believe that I got them. It seems like the driver's side was more difficult to get into place for some reason, but they're in there after a little bit of a battle. But yeah, it looks really good. I decided for now I'm just gonna leave the racing harness strap, like the anchor there. I'm gonna leave that in place. It's still not technically correct, but I figured, you know, if I wanted to do something stupid like an autocross or whatever, it would just be there. And I can even take these, I can take this harness completely out if I want to. I am going to put the regular seat belt in there, just so I have an actual somewhat normal safety belt. But yeah, I already did the front. So the front has the lap here. It does have the shoulder harness, but I need like the clip that goes up here on the roof. I think that I have that somewhere, but we'll have to revisit that later. Oh my god. Well, I'm just happy I got this in here. So with a little bit of sweat and hard work, got everything back together, and it looks really good. I mean, it was hot, it was sweaty, it was not super easy, but all things considered, that was really good. I bought a nice condition seat, cleaned it up, painted it, and it looks great. Everything on the seat is in great condition. It's just ready to go pretty much. So it was just a matter of like doing it and just sliding it into the car, and it looks great. It just, in my opinion, just having those seats in there actually transforms it quite a bit. It looked okay with my redneck rear seat delete thing, but it looks so much better complete the way that it's supposed to be with the rear seats and seat belts and all that. It just, chef's kiss. Awesome. So I guess with that, I will leave you guys with some daytime pictures slash video to show you what it looks like in the daylight. But yeah, super happy with it. If you guys like this video, you want to see more stuff like this, please leave a comment, like the video, share the video, consider subscribing. Thank you guys. Till next time. Later.